YouTube, it's Decklist TCG here. Welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. Today we're actually checking out the Bloodmoon Ursaluna in the Giratina VSTAR deck. Also, Giratina has historically been a great deck with a lot of options. We have early spit with Cramorant, we can sprinkle around with Sableye, we have the Star Requiem, one of the most broken V-Star attacks in the game. And now we have a late game sweeper in the form of Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, which is going to be really helpful for the deck. So let's check it out today. And also, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. You're going to get daily Pokemon TCG videos over here that you don't want to be missing out on. And of course, if you like what you see, feel free to leave a like. It helps out the channel tremendously. So what is this deck all about? We do know that we have Giratina VSTAR. Lost Impact is a very strong attack, only requiring 3 energies. The Star Requiem able to one-shot anything in the game by just simply flipping over your V-Star token. It only works if you have 10 or more cards in the Lost Zone. So that's why we are playing a one-off Vacuum in here. We are playing a bunch of Comfeys with flower selecting. There's even a bunch of Colress to help out with that condition. And we can flip-flop in the active position with our Comfeys with the means of rescue board, prime catcher, switch cards, regular switches, jet energies. It's going to be ridiculously fantastic. Also, if we have 4 cards in the Lost Zone, we can attack with Cramorant for 0 energies with Spit instantly. And if you have 10 in the Lost Zone, you can even go for a Sableye with Lost Mind, sprinkling around 12 damage counters on the opponent's field, which is very strong indeed. And in combination with this Bloodmoon Ursaluna in the late game and then a well-timed Roxanne, a 2-off in this deck, you're going to be winning a ton of games. So we're going to be trying out this exact 60. We even have some protection against Lugia, which actually is one of our weaker matchups with the help of Temple of Sinnoh. So hopefully you guys are in the mood for Lost Zone Giratina 2.0. If you guys are looking for sleeves, binders, and deck boxes, definitely head over to dragonshield.com and you can get 5% off on everything on the website using the coupon Zapdos5. Definitely stock up on some new product for the new season. There's yourplaymat.com for your unique custom playmat, PotonStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs. They have literally every code you might think of, and you can get 5% off using that sweet coupon code ZapdosTCG. Last but certainly not least is cardmarket.com, where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. You can use the referral name ZapdosTCG to help support the channel. And with that being said, let's dive into some games with Lost Zone Giratina. Lost Zone Giratina is not too popular as it is right now, with Twilight Masquerade not one of the most played decks, but it is definitely still a strong deck in my opinion because of the fact that you have Star Requiem at your disposal, late game comeback potential with stuff like Roxanne, and there is of course the capabilities of using one price attackers in the form of course the Greninja, the Cramorant, and all that good stuff that comes along with it. So let's just dive into a battle here and see how it goes. This deck list actually is super powerful, and we're gonna try and showcase that in this video. So if you guys are in the mood, let me know down below, and let's just get this adventure started with none other than, of course, Giratina VSTAR. Okay, let's just see what we can do. We're up against a Regidrago deck, so let's just start off with the Greninja right here. And we're going to be going for a concealed cards on the grass energy, which is one of the energies we can get back with Super Rod. So we have 2 of these. We can instantly slap down the Giratina V right here. There's going to be flower selecting going around. Let's see what we have. A Buddy Puffin or Cramorant. That's actually pretty interesting. I think I will go for Cramorant. Actually, we'll go for the Buddy Puffin, as Cramorant is a little bit less powerful in this matchup because I want to go for the one-shots with the Lost Impact. So let's just establish 2 little Comfeys. Additionally, get a Jet Energy moved up onto one of the Comfeys right there. We already have the capabilities of getting that powerful Mirage Gate activation as soon as we find something. In this situation, there's another switch card, but we do already have a switch in hand. I think I'll take the energy here, manually retreat the Comfey that we have right there because of Jet Energy, and then go for an additional flower selecting. So that's already going to be 3 cards in. I'm going to save the Sableye just in case, and this actually is not too bad of a start. We currently are on the way to, of course, one-shot the Regidrago in the active position instantly, which is awesome. There's also the Bloodmoon, which can definitely clean up a Teal Mask, and in the future, when you're up against this deck, you probably should include Manaphy, I suppose. Otherwise, you could get wrecked by a Cure. But if you do have access to a Manaphy, you can protect that, which is very good. But as you see, the true power, if you go first, already 3 cards in that lost zone. If we're going to be circling around these 3 Comfeys right here, in combination with some draw power of the concealed cards, the only thing we are currently looking for is a Colress's Experiment and a Giratina VSTAR. If we can find those, we're going to be in a very powerful position to attack. And if we are able to knock out the Regidrago in the active position, we're halfway there of winning the game, because the only way they can actually one-shot our Giratina VSTAR is by playing their own Giratina VSTAR to copy-paste, or by using Raging Bolt. That's also an option. Let's figure out together how this game will actually conclude. So they do have a reasonable setup, I would say. Lots of energies already. There's a Mew, which has a low amount of hit points, which is always nice to see. They have an energy there. There's a Nuzlocke. They're actually playing the Radiant Greninja as the additional draw power here. I don't know how to feel about a spot or Radiant Greninja being on the bench. I personally would love to see a second Teal Mask right there. I am not too big of a fan of the Radiant Greninja in the Regidrago deck. Sometimes people are also playing this one prize Cleffa here, so they are trying to dig for something like a switch out. If they don't find the switch out, yeah, they're gonna go for Celestial Roar. They do have the energy acceleration, and they do discard 2 more cards. So our main objective is actually knocking out this active Regidrago right there. So the best plan of action is probably digging through some cards. I'm gonna go for concealed cards first. Gives us some more options with flower selecting to see what is going to go to the lost zone. There's the Prime Catcher, which is already great. We're gonna be going for flower selecting. We get a Boss's Orders and a Rescue Board. Interesting. Since we do have access to Switch card and a way to retreat, I think I'll say goodbye to the Boss's Orders, since we do have Prime Catcher, which is already great by itself. We're gonna be switching around to this Comfey. And let's see if we can find Colress's Experiment. There's the Giratina VSTAR, but there's also the option of getting the Lost Vacuum. Oh, this is a difficult position, because with the help, I think I'll have to take this Giratina VSTAR. There's no other way. Now we're gonna switch over to our other Comfey. It's gonna be going down to the wire, in my opinion. We really need to find... Yeah, there's another Nuzlocke. I guess we could try and give up on this Giratina. Go for a Nuzlocke. Try to get that last flower selecting Comfey off. And go from there on out, I guess. We could just manually retreat this Comfey. There we go. Get an additional card in the lost zone, already evolving this guy. Then we're going for the flower selecting here. Hopefully not too many energies right there. There's a water energy or a Temple of Sinnoh. I think the Temple of Sinnoh literally doesn't do anything in this matchup. And now we can finally open the door to Mirage Gate, which is going to be allowing us to get 2 energies here. It's not going to be the greatest solution, since we don't have the Psychic energy right here, but we are going to have access to the attachment and Prime Catcher. The problem with that is that I don't know if it'll be enough, because they can instantly respond here. So tricky situation for sure. Definitely tricky situation, but I guess we have no other shot. We can still go for a Counter Catcher later, I suppose. I wanted to knock this guy out, but it's not gonna happen, unfortunately. So let's just Prime Catcher. I think I'll get rid of this guy. Nah, now that I think about it, they will need more energies. Maybe they're not even having more draw power. If we just get rid of this draw power, that will be great. Just go for the Lost Impact here, and off we go. We're gonna have to get rid of some energies here. It's gonna be one of these, and in the discard pile, there is currently Psychic and Grass. I think I will get rid of a Grass energy. There we go. Okay, not what I wanted. I wanted to use that Jet energy, but unfortunately there is, of course, some stuff that is being priced. Boss's Orders here is actually pretty damn good. Okay. Some draw power. Probably gonna need to find some Super Rod. We did knock off some of their draw power. Teal Dance for once. I don't even know if they will find the Regidrago VSTAR. They might have a supporter, something like an Iono could definitely come down. They have the Regidrago VSTAR right there. In the discard pile, there is currently no attacker that is going to be discarded with that. We can, however, still start swinging with the attack here of the Moonlight Shuriken to go 90-90. That could mean we can damage these one prizers, I suppose, knock out a Cleffa. Maybe they do draw back up with Grasping Draw, and we had to overbench here with a bunch of Comfeys in order to stand a chance. Luckily, we still have a lot of Mirage Gates and this from the late game, so this is going to really help out this archetype. If we take another 2-prizer down, you can just wait with the Balsasaurus combination of the Bloodmoon to just finish this job. And there's also the capabilities of going for Jet Energy, and yeah, there's an E-switch. Okay, they're going to attack with the Mew. We can still respond with Bloodmoon, which is great. So they're going to be taking 2 prize cards, meaning we actually can attack for an attachment and just one simple Mirage Gate. The only thing we will need is probably the Super Rod here. This list actually is playing 3 copies of Super Rod, which really helps out the list quite ridiculously. So there is an Iono on top, so we will lose our Bloodmoon here. There's one Nazball in the discard pile, and that's about it. So we do have access to Colress' Experiment, finally. So even if we go down, they can of course use their situation to attack with Mew EX, which is the best plan to knock out the Giratina. I could instantly respond with, of course, the Bloodmoon, which is going to be fantastic in this matchup. So I don't even mind losing, and normally in the previous scenarios this would be really bad. It's like, my Giratina is now knocked out, I don't have a backup attacker. But now with the help, we do have the switch here, so I think I'll just promote this one first and switch into the other one. Alrighty, okay, we have the Nazball, that's perfect, so we can Nazball, find Bloodmoon instantly, and then the only thing we would need is to Mirage Gate. There's 2 energies right there, so that's instantly awesome. So let's go Mirage Gate instantly. There we go. 2 energies going onto that Bloodmoon. There's still 1 energy remaining in deck, which really helps this situation. So Colress on top of that. Let's just Super Rod Mirage Gate. That's perfect. Even a Jet Energy. Counter Catcher probably will not be able to utilize that, so I think these are sufficient. On top of that, we can Flower Select a little bit more. There is Nazball and Jet Energy. I think Nazball is sufficient, because then we're going to be getting the Bloodmoon back at one point. Now we can switch into this Comfey, Flower Select a little bit more. Balsasaurus, definitely going to be needing that. And we will also retreat and then Jet Energy ourselves into the active position. So some more flowers are being selected for sure. There's Colress, definitely going to be taking that. Very great. I don't know, they're probably going to have to go for Iono here, otherwise they just insta-lose. So here comes Bloodmoon, flying that all the way into the active position here. And let's rock and roll with the 240 damage output of the Bloodmoon. Will their Regidrago VSTAR be able to respond to the huge threat that a Bloodmoon can bring along with it? Definitely, if we take into consideration that we can manually retreat and go for a switch out in order to attack again with the Bloodmoon. This list is playing 2 switches, 2 switch cards. We've already burned our Prime Catcher, unfortunately, so let's see if they're going to be able to respond. They can also attack with the Teal Mask, I suppose, as we do have 3 energies right here. With 3 energies right there, is that going to be enough? Probably not. If I take a look at it, that's going to be 7 in total. Still not quite there. Let's see how it goes. So you do see, you only need 1 Giratina VSTAR. We did not even use our VSTAR power quite yet, so if we survive, that's going to be great regardless. We have the boss's orders. There's still 1 switch card left in our deck, and we currently are in our discard pile 1 Jet Energy, and we are playing 4 copies of that powerful Jet Energy. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of things that could go wrong. They could just one-shot us and attack with something like, I would say, they did burn their Iono already. They can attack with all of these options here. They can Raging Bolt one-shot, they can Goodra, so we have a little bit hard times ahead of us. But with the help of the draw power of the Greninja and our deck only being 10 cards left, I think we're in a great situation. Even if we get knocked out, there's capabilities of Roxanne. The problem I see is that we've already burned our Prime Catcher, but I had to do it in order to get a one-shot. So there's Mew EX. Once again, they did come back with the Super Rod there. 2 E-switches burned already. Will they be able to attack, or will it be a classic Cleffa draw? Superior Energy Retrieval. Oh, they get rid of the Gusting Capability card. So Boss and Prime Catcher both go away. Now they do come with a lot of energies here, with Greninja, with the Attachment of Turn, with the Teal Mask, and even a Research to back it all up. They have now access to only 3 energies. So will they be able to, are they gonna go for the Dragapult attack here and then try to take down multiple Pokemon all together here? Let's figure it out together, folks. The only thing we need is, yeah, we could just go for a switch out, I suppose. They are just spreading around damage on all of these guys. Okay, there's the Temple of Sinnoh, which literally does nothing. We could try and Mirage Gate here to try and find our switch outs. It all comes down to how many switch outs we have. I think I'll just start the game off with concealed cards. There's an additional energy here. We could use that to retreat and stuff. We just need to find a switch out, and I currently don't know if we have it. So Colress's Experiment. There is a Super Rod, there is a Roxanne, there is a Sableye. Okay, that's exactly not what we're looking for. So lots of stuff happening, but not what I wanted. So I think to make it all safe, we're gonna have to retreat here. They can take a multiple prize KO here. They could. We can still attach and do some stuff. There's Super Rod and all that goodies. 90-90 is an option, I suppose. If we Super Rod in, no. If we retreat and then use Greninja to get like 90 damage here and 90 on the little Cleffa, we can definitely make sure it's gonna be a little bit easier for us. So let's just go with that. We will retreat Bloodmoon. Here we go. Next up, we will go for the Super Rod, getting back the water energy, getting back the psychic energy, getting back the grass energy, a little bit of everything all together here. Attachment, Mirage Gate time. This one. Let's save the psychic energy for something like, for example, the Sableye. Now that can actually come into play as well. So we can Sableye also win the game. So in this situation, what I'll be doing here is I will put myself in a position where I can win the game next turn, either through the means of Bloodmoon or through the means of Sableye. So I'm gonna go after the 2 prize Pokemon right here. I'm gonna get rid of these 2 energies and we should be good to go. They can, of course, knock out the Radiant Greninja. They now need Gusting. I don't know how much Gusting they have, as they did turn away a Bossasaurus and a Prime Catcher. I didn't knock anything out, so something like the Hawlucha play and all that stuff can also not come into fruition with something like Pennies, for example. So we didn't knock anything out. We're keeping all of our options safe, and also the Iono is definitely going to go down to 2 instead of going down to only 1. Okay, we have an energy, which means we can have some draw power. We can attach to the Comfey and go from there. They take 2 prize cards. There's still the option of using one of our last Mirage Gates. I think the Mirage Gate... Oh no, we no longer have access to Mirage Gate. They can knock out these 2, but they cannot like go after the Bloodmoon. If they go after the Bloodmoon, we have access to the Comfey. And if we have access to Comfey, we have access to Roxanne. Most likely, since there's still a lot of Roxannes in the deck. This guy has a low amount of hit points. I think they will just take rid of Greninja and they will get rid of our Bloodmoon. And also gonna check here real quick on their switch outs. If all their switch outs are gone, Counter Catcher is also gonna be a capability here. Here comes the Apex Dragon. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna go with the attack of the... Yeah, now they are gonna go for the Dragapult, taking quick work of course, actually they're not knocking it out. They're not knocking it out. Okay, they only take 1 prize card. That's actually super interesting. It's time for Sableye to finish the job here. So we're gonna have to go for some flower selectings. There's the Sableye already, and that's gonna be ending the game here. So we did have multiple options available to us. There's Sableye, there is the energy, and now we basically just retreat and go for that fantastic Lost Mine and putting it all. That's a very great game, by the way. The opponent enjoyed it as well. So let's just put it all onto the Mew, and that was actually our game plan here. Could have also knocked out the Cleffa with the Mew here. So lots of options. So we did see we can use Greninja. We can use Sableye, we can use Giratina VSTAR, and the Bloodmoon is quite a threat, definitely in the mid to late game. So super crazy game for sure. We will be playing some additional games here with Lulstone Giratina, but as you see, the deck clearly has a ton of options. When you play it right, it doesn't seem to be having any bad matchups. The Temple of Sinnohs also really help out against Lugia. You can go for Star Requiem through the means of a Mist Energy, and you can also make sure that the Legacy Energy does not activate, meaning the opponent takes one prize card fewer, so that is also eliminated with, of course, the Temple of Sinnoh. You have to be worried, of course, with the World Championships on the horizon over in Honolulu, Hawaii, is that you do come packed with a Manaphy, because I think if you're not playing Manaphy, it's going to be sometimes a board wipe situation. But other than that, Lost Zone Giratina seems to be a very strong deck still. Let's continue on with another game here. So the Regidrago deck really got a crazy attack. If we were able to attack the Regidrago that already had 2 energies in the beginning of the game would have ended way earlier. So there's that. So I kept my options open for something like the Sableye, and it paid off. So you have to go for your prize mapping 2-2-2. Do you want to go first? I think this deck really benefits from going first, definitely with the high amount of jet energy in here and the buddy buff and shenanigans. Alright, let's continue on. We start off with Sableye, Switch, and a bunch of... this is actually not too bad of a hand. We're up against Lugia, so let's see if it is enough to have those Temple of Sinnohs in the list. Okay, let's take that additional mulligan. It's a Comfey, very reassuring, and the opponent even starts with Lumineon. So the thing I really want to be doing here is set up this one, then go for a Nest Ball, and I think I will take a Giratina instantly. On top of that, I will go for the Buddy Puffins, getting 2 more Comfeys. I'm gonna check real quick. We have the Bloodmoon, which is great, but more importantly, we want to check our energy count here. There's 2 temples and 2 of everything, so I think we have to put the emphasis that we only have 2 water energies. Not that I'm gonna use it, but sometimes up against these Minchinos, it could be super interesting. So let's switch around to a Comfey and go for that flower selecting, hopefully finding a jet energy or something. It is a grass energy. Okay. Grass energy going away, so it's probably better to just attach the psychic energy, retreat from there on out, and go for an additional flower selecting. Let's see, it is going to be Cramorant. Cramorant or Boss's Orders, these are things to think about. I think I'll save the Cramorant. It could still help out, definitely with the help of the powerful attack that it comes back with, the Spit Innocently, to damage something like a Minchino. Depends on what they put in the active position. But if we Colress in combination with triple Comfey, we will have 7 cards in the Lost Zone, and we already have access to the Giratina VSTAR in the hand. So that's going to be really nice to, of course, get that attack off. And now with the opponent also having a Lugia in hand, there's an Iono. So all of our Giratina V-Stars going down to the bottom of the deck on top of a Colress as well. That's not the greatest thing in the world. Luckily for us, we do have the Prime Catcher in hand. So we can already pressurize damage on the Minchino, because that's the only thing that is able to one-shot Giratina V-Star. Okay, that's the only thing they have. With a bit of luck, we can even go overboard. I think in this scenario, we even have Bloodmoon here, so I think I'll try to get as many things as possible. So I think I'll Nest Ball, and instead of going for, like, I really want to take down the Minchino here. So we can go 90-90 with the Radiant Greninja as well. By the way, I want to see how many switch outs we have. We have 4 copies of Colress, 2 switch outs, and a bunch of jet energies. Will that be enough? Or should we just go safe and sound, slapping down Cramorant and then do it later? Things to think about. I think I'll go Turbo. We do have Bloodmoon for the mid to late game, so I think I'll go Turbo here. So first of all, let's go for Concealed Cards. Draw some of the goodies. There's Colress Experiment. This is beautiful. Already having this is definitely reassuring. Then we're gonna go for that Colress Experiment. I'll take Jet Energy, Switch. There's more of the things we need, by the way. If we have Jet Energy, we have Switch. I think we can go like this, right? Since we do have Jet Energy going onto this guy, but then we cannot get the manual attachment on. Maybe it is better to give up on the Colress here and then go with that. Okay, it seems silly to get rid of these cards, I know, but now we currently have 4 cards in that Lost Zone. I want to, of course, get one of these attacks off. That would be Mirage Gate, that's perfect. Okay, the Lugia right there is going down, and the gift will not even be activated, which is hilariously awesome. So we're gonna be going for a Switch, right here. Let's go. Go for some more flowers that are being selected. There's a Roxanne, there's a counter catcher. Since we will be behind most of the time, I think I'll save this. Then I will go for the rescue board, I guess, because if we rescue board, we can retreat and then get... We can retreat to this guy. Go for flower selecting. More colors as experiments. Okay, sure. I'll take them. And now the Mirage Gate is open. Wide open. 1 grass there. 2 psychics there. So it's only going to be 1 grass remaining in deck, by the way. But we do have these, which is very great. We're going to get 1 of these here. 1 of these there. We're going to attach that psychic energy. And we can still slap down Temple of Sinnoh to not activate the Prime Catch and actually not activate the Gift Energy. We're going to Prime Catcher the Lugia. So playing aggressively with his deck, super beautiful indeed. And it's going to be Lost Impact, not even activating the energy over there. I think I'll get rid of this and I'll get rid of the Psychic Energy. Actually, the Water Energy, since there's already a Grass Energy in that Lost Zone. And we do play 3 copies of the Super Rod. So nice and sufficient, and here we go. So yeah, what are they gonna do? What are they simply gonna do against the pure power of this Giratina VSTAR deck that can now go full turbo on the board without having to worry about, oh, I need to slap down another Giratina V, which in the past was a thing that the deck always feared of, but now with Bloodmoon, it's super nice indeed. So they're gonna continue on the game. They have another Lugia set up, and they're gonna go for Professor's Research. The cool thing with this is that now there are 9 cards in the Lost Zone, meaning that we can simply flip over our V-Star and go for the Star Requiem for 2 prize cards. Can we gust this guy up? Can we do it? We're gonna have to figure it out together. We're gonna go concealed cards, and maybe we find Boss's Orders. That would be like hilarious, but I doubt it. There's Boss's Orders. This is just getting out of hand, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the Lost Zone is not quite there because I could have gone Boss's Orders, but we currently do not have 10 cards in the Lost Zone. So it's gonna have to just be Colress's Experiment, and we're gonna have to just take some cards here. Mirage Gates for sure, since I'll take these. Double Mirage Gate, I don't think I'll need double Mirage Gate, although they still don't have a lot of cards. Maybe 1 Mirage Gate is sufficient, right? Guess so. I think I'll take these. These seem nice. There's even yeah, Jet Energy. We're not gonna be doing that. We're just gonna simply flip over our V-Star token. We can even Mirage Gate and save our V-Star token. There are definitely worlds where that is a better solution. Currently in their discard pile, no Archeops. Maybe that is definitely a better idea, but I don't think we have enough energies left in deck. Maybe a Water Energy, and then we can save our V-Star to flip over. I'm gonna Mirage Gate here. Water and Grass. Okay. Water and Grass. I think in this scenario, I might as well get everything set up here. And if they don't have everything, we have Boss for game next turn. So let's go with that. Go for the Lost Impact and save our Star Requiem for later. Let's go. Get rid of grass, get rid of water, and boom. So now they are forced to have 2 Archeops in the discard pile, find Lugia V-Star, and go from there. While we have all the time in the world, which simply going for the Lost Mine. Again, Temple of Sinnoh still around, and we can just flip over our V-Star token and the game is done. So they're gonna go for Luminion. A second Luminion, by the way. Second copy. We did burn 2 Mirage Gates right there, and I did give up on a Mirage Gate. So the chance of us actually using something like the Bloodmoon here, definitely if we get Iona to a low hand size, does feel pretty low. We have Colress again, man. We are drawing really optimally with this deck. This deck is performing... Oh, they didn't even find Archeops. They just flip over the V-Star token and let's be done with it. Star Requiem, let's face it, Lugia got slaughtered. Like, even with a Mist Energy, it would have not stopped here because of the power of Temple of Sinnoh. So, Lost Zone Giratina, an underrated deck currently in that Twilight Masquerade format, even could be nice for the World Championship format because people are always underestimating the power of the Giratina. and it does showcase here that we are able to win tons and tons of games with this Giratina deck. We don't even have to do that much effort. We just use the Comfeys, go turbo. We don't need to slap down 2 Giratina Vs on the bench. We can get away with playing 1 because the Giratina V-Star takes rid of the big threats, and then Bloodmoon takes rid of the semi-big threats, and then we have, of course, Sableye, which helps out as well. Okay, one last game for Lost Zone Giratina. This actually was able to get 2nd place as well at the Redacted Masquerade tournament number 5. So don't actually sleep on this archetype, ladies and gentlemen. It is still a very strong deck. Definitely going first with those jet energies. You're gonna have a great time, and in the process you also have a very great time up against Control / Snorlax block. So that's always nice to hear, right? Okay, we start off. Our preferred opening Pokemon here is the Comfey, already having the Buddy Puff and Colress Experiment Giratina V. Okay, looks like Lugia is here to try and take revenge. In this scenario, it's not bad going for an instant attack with that Cramorant, if Cramorant is in the deck. The Great Ball, probably not the card they wanted, so they're gonna have to Ultra Ball. Do they already have some double Archeops? Okay, looks like they're gonna try and get revenge. This Lugia deck is trying to get revenge. We can try and stop this scenario by just knocking out the Minccino right from the get-go. Okay, let's start. We have Greninja, we have Giratina, we have Buddy Puffin, we get 2 more Comfeys, and what do we want is the Cramorant. That is what we are currently looking for. We only need 1 Giratina V-Star to win the game, probably, unless they have gusting capabilities, then things could go wrong very quickly, but that's alright. Let's go concealed cards first, gives ourselves some more options. Another Giratina, okay, that's an option, I suppose. Here we go with Colress Experiments, and we do get the Temple. Temple is great. We get Mirage Gate and Super Rod. These are the cards we probably need. Okay, on something else. We currently have only 2 cards in the Lost Zone, so that's pretty damn tricky. We would need... There's another Comfey. Counter Catcher is not bad as well. Let's see. Attach Retreat into another Comfey and then go from there. We have the Temple of Sinnoh though. Retreat. Go here and go for the Flower Selecting. We have access to Cramorant, but the main issue is that we cannot get our Comfey out of the active position. We can still save this Mirage Gate to then go a little bit more crazy, but I think the Cramorant as a 1-price Pokemon is not bad either. Yeah, that's a big problem here. Lots of cards in hand. I don't know if they have access to Iono or not. Maybe it is not bad setting down another copy of Giratina here. We could slap down the Temple, but that's going to reduce their double turbo energies into regular energies, so I guess we're going to have to make do with this. Yeah, it's not the perfect scenario, definitely because I wanted to knock out the Minccino with our Cramorant, which is now not going to be the case. They have Lugia V-Star, so the Summoning Star train is up and going. Do they have access to a supporter, I might add? If they have access to that supporter, they're going to be good. If not, they're going to have to attack with Cinccino, and we will be behind in prize cards, by the way, meaning we can slap down that Temple, take 2 prize cards instantly. Depends on if they go for the Legacy Energy or not. Little do they know, we have the Temple in hand. We will give up on a Comfey though, so we will definitely need to find the Colress Experiment or a Vacuum. V-Guard Energy, Mist Energy, all of those special energies here, and their Boss Resort. They're gonna go take 2 prize cards here, means we do have access to that additional Comfey, which actually is reassuring. Yeah, it is reassuring, but with Temple of Sinnoh around, we might... let them dead draw, I suppose. Okay. This is gonna be quite the tricky game. Quite the tricky game indeed. I'm gonna go for concealed cards first. There's a Mirage Gate already. All these Mirage Gates, man. We do have Counter Catcher, which can knock out this Archeops, I guess. Then this Lugia is not gonna be able to do too much. Gonna go for Flower Selecting. Okay, Giratina V-Star or Colress. Yeah, we have to get the Colress. I'm so sorry. Alright, that's not great. We can go Greninja, attack these 2, and then do a full sweep with the How many water energies in here? 1. Okay, that's not good. Colress' experiment. That's a ton of energies. That is a ton of energies, I'm not gonna lie. Gonna get these. We're at 7 currently. 7 is not enough. And I'm also missing quite the amount I need. Flower selecting again. There's the Giratina V-STAR, at least we can do that. There's Giratina V-STAR, alright. The Lugia can attack if it wants to. Should we go for the attack? Currently, yeah, we cannot attack with this. The Mirage Gate is open though. Counter Catcher and go with that. But then we're gonna have to burn 2 Mirage Gates here. Mirage Gate number 1. Yeah, that's not great. That could have gone better. Are there so many energies already in the discard pile? 3 of them. Okay, sure. Should have gone that should have gotten... Could have gone way better. I agree. Mirage Gate again. 1, 2. Yeah, that could have gone way better. But yeah, let's start with this. Then we are gonna retreat. They can, of course, activate that Chinchino, which is actually super annoying. I think in this scenario, it's probably better to go Counter Catcher. This guy. There we go. And we're gonna we're gonna put this guy out of his misery first. And we're gonna be putting the water energy. How many energies in the discard pile currently? There's 1 Psychic, so I'm gonna go for that grass energy into that Lost Zone as well. So now with that out of the way, the Chinchino won't be able to do too much. And since we can use still the Jet Energy, get some more stuff activated, we can go from there. Maybe attacking with Greninja would have been way better, but there was already a water energy in that Lost Zone, so it would have been way more difficult. And also with this scenario, Cramorant can take down the Chinchino. They can still swing with their only Archeops, so it's going to be more difficult to activate something like an Iron Hands out of nowhere. There is Lumineon, another 2-prize Pokemon. There's Luminous Sign. I wonder what they're going to be doing here. They still need to take 4 more prize cards, which is kind of annoying. And we can at one point throw the 1-prize Pokemon at them. So that's actually not too bad. Okay, there's a Roxanne as well. The Temple of Sinnoh also in hand. Temple of Sinnoh, switch card will not help here, so that's a very big concern. Our hand is not good. I could have gotten away with that better because in our discard pile, now we did shuffle in some stuff, but this is not where it's at. We do have the Temple, that is nice, but that's where the fun stops. The switch cards will not help for the Giratina V-STAR. The only thing I'm looking for is like Mirage Gate, Grass Energy, Jet Energy is also not too bad. There's a Bloodmoon, so lots of 2-prizers up on board currently. And who are they gonna try and set up? So Lugia does come back with its revenge in this scenario. At one point we will be able to use Roxanne, but not quite yet. Lots of 2-prizers here. Imagine if we're gonna be able to get rid of the Archeops here. That would be nice. Then all of these Pokemon will be able to be slaughtered quite easily. We do still have Prime Catchers. Like maybe we go after Archeops and then attack with Bloodmoon because nothing is going to be able to knock us out unless they now put energies onto Chinchino, which would not be a bad idea. I'm very scared because I got Iono'd into Oblivion. Not a lot I can do. Not a lot I can do with this. Yeah, this is gonna be the top deck of the century, mark my words. We need Grass Energy. Grass Energy is great, Mirage Gate is great, Colress is great, Jet Energy is great, Prime Catcher is great. All of the cards that I'm mentioning right here are great. A regular switch is okay. Let's see, top deck, top deck mode. Sableye, that's not great, definitely not great. But the cool thing is that if we go for the boss's orders, Yeah, they have taken 2 prize. We have taken 2 prize cards. We have only taken 1 prize card. So, okay. They could put the double turbo energy on there and the double turbo energy on there again. Yeah, it's very bad. It is very bad. So let's put Temple here. They can bombard. How many DTEs? They still have all the DTEs left. But it's the only thing I could do currently is to just boss up this guy. And yeah, we're stuck. We got Ionoed. No. Yeah, they can simply get a lot of DTEs on, but then they're stuck for a turn, I guess. But the DTEs will not count as DTEs because of Temple. Okay. Maybe it helps. You don't know. I don't know if they will find a counter stadium. They can put all their energies on and then retreat. But then we can Roxanne and try and do it again. 2 DTEs. Jet energy still, it's only counting as 3 energies. They're going to be using them to retreat, which is great. And if we don't take prize cards and then swoop with Sableye, that is still an option. Okay, I still have Hopium here, ladies and gentlemen, since they are out of 4 energies. Chat energy will not work, so we can try and trap Bloodmoon and then sprinkle with Sableye. That's gonna be our main plan of action. 4 energies on the Lugia, 4 energies in the discard pile. Iron Hands as well. Iron Hands has a 4 retreat cost, might I add. Are they gonna slap that down, yes or no? It's gonna have to be the attack of the Lugia actually getting rid of the Temple of Sinnoh. So we need to find our second copy of Temple of Sinnoh in order to stand a chance. Man, this is very, very, very difficult. We have Mirage Gate. We have Sableye. This is crazy. This is not good. I'm telling you, it's not good. Flower selecting Prime Catcher, that's great. It's very great. Switch card here. I don't know if our if we need Super Rod to just... Oh yeah, this is actually not bad. I'm gonna try something out. Don't try this at home. We're gonna attach to the Sableye. Here we go. Then we will Prime Catcher. We can still have another switch card, right? Switch card to this guy. Flower selecting. Nazball. Nazball is not bad. We can Nazball. Find a big Giratina of our own. 1 Giratina here. 1 Giratina there. We don't have Mirage Gates. Oh yeah, we have 1 Mirage Gate. So we can go with this. Then Mirage Gate, this and this. Onto this guy. We can Prime Catcher this guy up front. And now we need to find our Temple. Okay, there's Temple is here. Temple is here. Let's go. Slapping that down. And to be ahead in the price trade, we would need to knock out Chinchino and then go Giratina. Right? Let's get it on. Here we go. Lost Mine. We're gonna try and take care of the threat that is Chinchino. And then 10 damage. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter, right? Maybe on this guy if it has a V-Guard or something. If they can get rid of the... If it has a V-Guard, then 280 is still enough. Let's just go like that. Okay, if they're stuck, then Giratina VSTAR is gonna try and slaughter them. And we should be good to go from there on out. Let's hope it is enough. Trying to trap this Bloodmoon. They should have like 0 energies in hand. 4 energies in the discard pile. 3 energies in hand. 4 energies on Lugia VSTAR. There's Capturing Aroma. They did burn 2 Luminions already, right? Was that the second Luminion? It's a Tails. Or was that a different game? If you have 2 Luminions, then we are in a very scary scenario. There's the Iron Hands that they can try and set up here, which they actually slap down. That's crazy. Luminion. Gonna try and research for the stadium and jet energy and then get 2 prize cards instantly, right? That's what they want to do. They can get legacy energy on. There's a research, alright. Then they have to like Archeops first. If they want to do that, they have to Archeops first. Maybe they are misplaying here. We don't know. Ultra Ball. Jet energy doesn't work, by the way. 2 Archeops in hand, that's ridiculous. There's the Chinchino, no longer an issue right here, the Chinchino. And yeah, there's the Primal Turbo. Yeah, they will be able to knock out Lugia VSTAR here. Do we have a second copy of the Roxanne? 1 copy in the discard pile. That's about it. I hope so. That would be awesome. I'm just trying to play for the outs that I can see. Yeah, Lugia is still a very difficult matchup, but with Temple of Sinnoh, it actually becomes a little bit more reasonable. 2 more energies on the Blood Moon. So that's 6 energies in total. That's 10 energies used. Yes, trying to set this guy up will be really difficult. We can try and trap that. If all comes to shove, we can try and... Oh, they have Jet Energy, which is not working out. And they're discard pile 7 energies. Lugia will be able to attack. So, the plan of action. Let's see, how many switch outs do we have? Okay, the Temple is gone though, so they will activate Gift Energy no matter what. Which does indicate that they could find Balsasaur. So Roxanne will not do anything any longer. Roxanne will not do anything any longer. Interesting. We can try and Prime Catcher this guy, but they have Jet Energies enough, right? Discard pile, yeah, they have Jet Energies enough, so it will need to be Giratina here. And then hope they whiff the boss, right? That's what it is. Only 1 boss played. It's gonna be pretty damn tricky. Colress' Experiment, Giratina, Super Rod, Energy. Roxanne is pretty useless, as we will not be able to use a supporter once more. Let's take these. Giratina. In our loss, I'm currently 15. This guy does compact with... It does compact with that Mist Energy. Dang, that's gonna be tricky. At this point, I don't know. We don't have an additional copy of the Jet Energy available. Actually, of the Temple of Sinnoh available. We don't have Gusting either. I think if we go for the Star Requiem, it will not work because of Mist Energy. So we will need to use the Lost Impact and then come with Blood Moon afterwards. It's pretty much what we have to do right now, and then hope they whiff out on their resources. Yeah, Lost Impact, it is what it is. And we are gonna burn 2 energies. This one, currently in hand. Yeah, it's gonna have to be the Jet Energy for next turn. Try to come with the Blood Moon, Super Rodding the stuff back in. But they probably have Balsasaurus, right? Or do they? 1 boss in the discard pile. There might be 1 prize and 1 on the bottom of the deck. So we could get attacked here, then jet ourselves into the active position. Attack with Blood Moon, Super Rod some stuff back in. Interesting. What are they gonna do? We could have also like... There's an energy coming on the Blood Moon right there. Do they have boss? We didn't trap... we didn't attack into their gift energy. They could Iono, putting us down to 4 cards. There's gonna be Primal Turbo trying to thin the deck out. There's definitely a random chance that we can let them... Oh, Legacy Energy. That's crazy. Tempest Dive. Yeah, that Legacy Energy really flips the game around. It really flips the game around. We cannot... This is not gonna work anymore, because now we have to jet attack with... Go with this. Super Rod. Energies. Might as well get the Sableye thrown in there as well, so we don't deck out. And now attack again. But we only get 1 prize card because of this. Will they even have enough energies? That is the main question. Because they now have burned so many energies, I don't know. Since we do have access to another switch here, that would be great. And Super Rod to make sure we don't deck out. 12 energies used, 1 energy on the Blood Moon. We only have taken 3 prize cards, so if they have boss and still 2 more energies left, that's 13. Typically they run 15, right? 15 or 16? 14, 15 or 16, depends. Could also still be an energy prize. Yeah, if we can knock out this Bloodmoon here, does come pack with 250 HP remaining. We have a switch and a super rod. We can get in some grass energies. Yeah, but I think all the grass energies are here, so that's the main issue. We can still switch and retreat. That is not too bad. We do draw into an energy, switch, retreat, slap 240, still not enough though. But we can keep slapping, right? We can keep slapping. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna deck out? Actually, are they gonna have answers? 12 cards remaining. 3 DTEs gone as well. So if they would want to accelerate here, they're in for a treat. This is a funky game, but I'm having fun with Lost on Giratina. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they're just gonna pass. We have an energy. Switch, retreat. We have an energy, right? We cannot attack now. If they would have had the energies, they would have done something in the first place. I am just... We need some more turns, right? So if we end the turn here, we will get an additional turn afterwards. We only have 2 cards left in deck. Okay, they have boss orders. Now they have it, right? Gonna try and boss this one to try and make a strap. Jet energy. They have enough. There it is. The Bloodmoon taking us all down. So very crazy games here with Lost on Giratina. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Check out the list for yourself. The list is in the description below. And let me know how you feel about the current Lost on Giratina deck. Also, go check out the sponsors that make the videos possible. DragonShield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. YourPlaymat.com for your custom playmat. BoatTownStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs. And CardMarket.com for European players to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. I'm out. Peace.